The Muslim Brotherhood is a purist movement. It arose in the 1920s, 1928, as a kind of reaction, among other things, against British colonialism, Western values corrupting the Muslim world. And of course, as a purist movement, it has to identify an evil. The major evil is the Jew. The Jew is the source of Western breakdown of morality, what they call a Jahiliyyah society. The Jew is determined not just to be evil, but is the source of evil. And if you want to fight evil as a good Muslim, come to the Brotherhood. Engage in jihad. Jihad is like a sixth pillar of faith. You know, Islam has 5 pillars of faith. Jihad is necessary for anyone's entry into heaven. Join the jihad through the Brotherhood, and you'll have a place in heaven. Become a martyr, and not only you, but your family members. You become a redeemer for your families. So this is very powerful. And this is why, you know, families of the so-called martyrs have shrines to them, because not just that they're martyrs, but they save the family soul. There is a very strong presence of Muslims who reject this departure from traditional Islamic teaching on the part of the Brotherhood. Things like demonizing the Jew, saying the Jew has no avenue of redemption. In traditional Islam, everyone, including Jews, has a door open. The Jews are not demons. The Jews are descendants of Isaac, the brother of Ishmael, and so on. So in traditional Islam, they are able to invoke their religious text as a response against the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood cherry picks the text, including Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a modern secular diatribe against the Jews. You don't have to become a renegade from Islam in order to oppose the Brotherhood. In fact, I know Muslims who say the only way you can be a true Muslim is to oppose the Muslim Brotherhood. ISGAP is an extraordinary phenomenon, and what happened here today, bringing together representatives from the UAE, United Arab Emirates, from Israel, seeking understanding, seeking a truth, without any particular agenda to push forward, certainly nothing that would silence anyone, right? ISGAP promotes listening. ISGAP promotes dialogue. ISGAP promotes integrity in research. I've been with ISGAP for about 7 years. I've known Charles for 12 years. And I've met many people in ISGAP, many great scholars. You can have disagreements in ISGAP in good faith. And you have to allow for something this sensitive, this volatile, this explosive, you have to allow, I think, room for honest disagreement in good faith, seeking a truth and not seeking to control. Being open. ISGAP promotes that, and ISGAP is having a huge impact not only on research, but on policy. The P in ISGAP is policy. And so ISGAP is unparalleled in its engagement with, you know, following the money, following the history, following the trends, and bringing all this together. So ISGAP, I would say, is indispensable to fighting the phenomenon, and I would say especially as it appears in academia, which is really the source of much of today's anti-Semitism. Extremism in general, whether it's religious or secular, is about seeking purification. And I spoke about this today. The extremists promise salvation. They promise purity. They promise moral integrity. If you want to be counted among the saved, those who have moral integrity, then you have to be part of this movement where this redemption is concerned. There can be no middle ground, no negotiation, no compromise. And it's especially attractive, I think, to the youth young people who want to be part of something meaningful. They want to be part of a cause. They want to devote themselves to something and have a sense of meaning. In a world where the sense of meaningless is widespread, extremist movements, including the Brotherhood, can have a wide appeal. And they do have a wide appeal, as a matter of fact. They're very successful in their recruiting.